I think there's a lot to be said, for taking people out of their comfort zone and going into doing something which is so totally different. But what comes with that too is the belief in themselves.
I think at the beginning you can't understand what you're signing up for. It's so much bigger than, I had no idea what to expect. But it's gone above and beyond everything I could have possibly wanted.
I wanted to come out of it feeling that I can do anything. That was my intention.
There were many reasons why I wanted to do this. I think the simplest reason or biggest reason I wanted to do this was to achieve something that's impossible, or that seems impossible.
It's something to overcome, something that pushes you out of your comfort zone, that challenges you, that lets you see a different side of yourself.
I mean, you've got to think long and hard about it. It's definitely not easy. But to have done it and to have had all the experiences, you're just not going to get it anywhere else, I don't think, really.
I've got far more than what I expected. Yeah. I mean, I wanted to sail around the world. That's what I wanted to do. But that almost has become kind of secondary to the rest of the whole experience.
At the time, you're thinking, I don't know if I can do this, but you go onto the foredeck or back to the helm with another person, and you say, let's just get through this, and you'll look back at it over a beer and say, yeah, that was a good day. You didn't think it at the time, but it was a good day.
It's blown me away. This whole thing has been the best thing that I've ever hoped to do.
It stayed with me every single day that I was living my dream. I went on a journey to achieve something impossible. I was living my dream every day. It is okay to be hating it at times, but it doesn't take away the fact it was my dream.
And I knew that I was gonna feel like I experienced something, that, I went through something transformative, and that I, would have grown, and I feel like it did all of that.
Something that nobody can ever take away is having been through that and done it. I would definitely 100% do it, knowing what I know now.
I don't think there'd be any one of the hundreds of crew would disagree with you there that, yeah, there's no going back to who you were.
Welcome to Portsmouth. We're here at Gunwharf Quays for the start of the Clipper 2023-24 Round the World Yacht Race.
The Clipper race is a race of 11 boats that set out to go around the world for 11 months. We set off in the UK and we go all around the world, east ways, and 11 months later we're back.
The race is 40,000 miles, split up into 14 separate races that touch nearly every continent on Earth.
They're sailed by non-professionals, people from all walks of life, some with previous sailing experience, some with not. There's 2 professional sailors on board to make sure that everything runs smoothly and safely.
Anyone can do the Clipper race. You don't have to have been sailing before. It doesn't matter where you come from, what your job has been in the past, what you have experienced before, you can do it.
I think it's such a unique event, really. There's nothing else quite like it.
That's the beauty of Clipper. They've created this system of crossing the toughest oceans of the world safer.
It really isn't a cruise. It's working all day, every day, from when we leave to when we arrive. They'll be short of sleep, they'll be tired, they'll be wet, they'll be cold, they'll be uncomfortable, and they'll be loving every minute of it at the same time.
It brings out the best in people. It really starts to teach you about yourself, how you deal with challenges, how you face up to challenges.
I think a lot of people, when they start off, really have no idea what they're undertaking.
I think that realization that once the boat has sailed, you cannot pull out.
Every single one of them is looking for an adventure in their own right, and every single one of them will get it as well.
It's a proper race, so we are going to be pushing the boats and ourselves as hard as we can.
It offers people that opportunity to do it as safely as possible, you know, and to really sort of push themselves and to sort of go to places on the planet that you would never get to.
There are definitely moments when you are out there and you're asking, why am I doing this?
That's what people want. That's why people have signed up for it. They haven't signed up for champagne sailing, as they say.
There's no denying it's a dangerous thing to do. You know, professional or non-professional, the same conditions are waiting for you out there. Something that you can't quite understand till you're there, just what it's like.
What we do with sailing around the world isn't without danger. And to be fair, many, if not all of the people sign up for it. Part of it is that they're looking for a challenge.
The challenge of sailing an ocean is a challenge to know that you are not in charge.
At some points in this race, we're closer to the people in the International Space Station than we are to anyone else on the planet.
Helicopter rescue is not a feasible option. We can't get medical help out there.
The sea is still just as dangerous as it's ever been. And you're going to have to learn to live with and respect it, because it doesn't give a damn about you.
I am Ineke van der Weijden, I'm from the Netherlands, and I'm the skipper of Perseverance. Start day in Portsmouth was amazing. There were so many supporters. Even before we got on the boats, the whole show around us and to introduce us to everybody, and the vibe that was there was amazing.
Always nerves, but subtle nerves. Calm, you can't let the crew see them.
This is top of the career, this is bucket list. Yeah, this is everything I've been wanting to do for the last 10, 15 years.
I am Max Rivers, and I am the skipper of Our Isles and Oceans.
It's been a 7-month build up to the start of the race. It's been a long time coming, all the preparation, mentally, physically, getting ready for what's about to come.
From the moment our teams get selected, we start as a skipper, you start building that team.
Getting them into crew role positions, so they know their roles on board.
But obviously it comes with responsibility for me as a skipper on board, that these are people that might not have been sailors in their daily lives, and you kind of need to deal with the different reasons why people are there, but also their different experience levels, their different fitness levels, their different personalities. It is super challenging to have 20 people on board that didn't necessarily pick themselves to be with that group.
Yeah, we're ready, yeah.
Yeah, we always say between us as skippers, it's 80% people management, 20% sailing. The racing is fantastic and we love the racing, but allowing people to grow, discover who they are and come out a different person is really the real reward.
I think I was just a normal person with a fairly secure, stable job.
Was working part-time with a government-funded agency.
Camera assistant on film and TV productions.
I was a software consultant.
And I'm a cabinet maker.
And I'm a tattoo artist.
I was living a life like many people my age. I had a steady job, a steady life, a lovely group of friends, a loving family, and getting emotional just talking about it, but I wasn't happy. That's why I wanted to do something that seemed to be impossible to achieve, and then here I am.
I know very well that I really want to do this and why I do, and I try and ask the question, why would I not want to do it? And I try and sit with that thought and sit with the uncomfort for a little bit. Yeah.
I think it'll definitely give me. Of course, it will have an influence. I'm not sure what that'll be yet.
Why do we do this? It's when you have this fire inside where you want to do something different.
I don't see myself as brave and adventure going to do this. I know the statistics are that more people have climbed Everest than sailed around the world, which is incredible because I'm going to be one of those people. But right now, I don't feel like one of those people.
I don't think any of us have any doubts that we want to do this, we want to get going, but I think we're all a little bit anxious about what could happen.
The fact that it is dangerous, that without a doubt it's an attraction.
Yeah, the unknown's a huge part of it. It's that pushing yourself to do something that's completely out of where you're comfortable.
You don't learn anything from the easy stuff. I really believe that.
There's excitement and there's nervous and they all come at once, but it's not bad nerves, it's good nerves. I think doing this, if you weren't nervous, it'd be more worrying.
Generally I don't get excited with things until I'm actually there. But these last couple of days I haven't been able to sleep, and so yeah, it's becoming real now.
Something to read for you, something our sponsor wrote for us. He's standing there, but I'll read it. He says, "Dear Ineke and crew members, it's been a pleasure to meet with you all and experience the slightly nervous atmosphere before leaving port. Trust me, it will stay no matter how many times you will sail out. You're leaving a perfectly safe harbour and entering one of the most challenging environments we know."
I want to thank you guys for your hard work so far. Just a short hop around the world and then we'll be back and it's all over. So just a quick, I promise you, I will make it as quick as possible.
They're just standing by for the start of the 13th Clipper Around the World Yacht Race. And behind me I have the 11 yachts, all identical, with their lovely non-professional crews who are going to get better and better as they go around the world, and they'll come back good seamen, good sailors, having had the most fantastic experience of their lives.
God, it's departure day, race start. Oh, I'm so excited. So nervous. Oh, it was so cool. It was an amazing moment. It was memories for life, for sure.
The day that we left Portsmouth, it was it was incredible. Full of energy, ready to go. We were so eager to get sailing.
Get go day. Ooh, a bit apprehensive, a bit excited. I'm glad I'm wearing my glasses now.
I'm just going to get emotional because it was an emotional day. I was overwhelmed by the support I had from family and friends. But then in terms of how Clipper had organised everything, I mean, I just felt a bit like a superstar.
So it was fantastic, it was emotional because our family was seeing us off and it was brilliant, but it was really nice. By that time, we just wanted to set off.
It was just such an amazing atmosphere. I mean, I haven't experienced anything like that before. It was just incredible. But I also think it was the point where you just like, now I want to sail.
Oh, excited. Very excited. I've been here for the last 5 weeks working on the boat, so it will be nice to go sailing.
I definitely felt maybe the heaviness of some of the, fear doesn't feel like the right word to use, but anxiety is not the right word either, but maybe trepidation or the anticipation of everything felt like a lot.
Yeah, super big emotional day, but like really excited to just get going, to be honest. It's the sort of first step of the journey around the world.
Good afternoon everyone, hope you can hear me. What an absolute pleasure it is to be with you on this very special day as the Clipper Around the World Yacht Race begins. With whatever triumphs or difficulties it may bring for you and the crew you are a part of, I'm now going to ask God's blessing on this round the world race, that you may each really have the race of your life. O God of earth, sea and sky, you rule the mighty deep and the uttermost part of the sea. Wherever we are, your hand will lead us and uphold us. You are our compass, our lighthouse, our safety.
I think it's just now the crew's on board by the looks of it. So it looks like we're all here, we're all ready to go. So just very final bits of prep and then we're ready to go.
So the mental preparation between each person as individual, and some crew will need to spend some time individually saying goodbye to loved ones, making sure that they are stowed away on board, whatever that means to them. Some of our crew, for them being mentally prepared, is actually having their equipment all put in the right place, and for them that's what they need to do. For some of them it's just saying goodbye to loved ones, trying to give the crew the space to prepare however they see fit, and it's just up to them to dig deep and find their own personal motivation to see through this next 11 months.
We're switching gears now.
You can see that.
My left leg's gone, so we're switching gears to aggressive from passive.
It's completely ready, and I'm just looking forward to getting out there and cracking it.
Applauding yourselves for all making it here.
Little bit of sadness because leaving my father behind, who is quite ill, and I'm not sure if he's going to be around when I get back, but I'm very proud, and I know he's really proud of me too.
So today's a bit of a hectic day, running around and standing still, as you could have already noticed. I made Alex run around with paperwork. A pretty hectic morning. There's a lot coming at us. It's a busy day, and to be honest, can't wait to be out on the water.
All good. Let's go sailing.
Can't lie to you, that is a bit nerve-wracking with that many people watching you, even though it was not the hardest
if possible,
one.
Can we keep this
but it went well.
clear?
We're off.
So exciting. I just saw this massive sea of orange, which I'm pretty sure is my family, which is really nice to see them all out here.
Quite incredible. Then you turn around and see all the yachts and boats following us out. It's something to behold. Really great.
It was an incredibly emotional departure. Lots of supporters, many more supporters than we expected to be out. It was pretty insane. It was pretty incredible.
Happy that bit's over. Happy that we're almost finally sailing. So yeah, now it's good. I'm looking forward to it.
This is it. Months, and for some, years of preparation and training comes down to this moment. This is the start of the 13th edition of the Clipper Round the World Yacht Race.
Everyone happy? Any questions? No? Brilliant. Thank you so much, guys. We're almost there, I promise. We'll get offshore and be able to relax shortly.
I was incredibly anxious. I was excited. I had a lot of emotions waking up on race start day. I was ready for anything to happen. We were looking at the weather from a couple of days out. It was fairly light winds.
Eye on sheet. Josh, you're calling trim. I'll just
Okay, ready?
You could just feel the energy on all the boats. Stand by for stay sail down. 1.5 minutes.
We obviously wanted a good start. We wanted to show off just how good the crew were just starting the race. But we wanted to keep it safe. We wanted to make sure we didn't have any issues within that first couple of miles. You can't win the race on the start line, but you can definitely lose it on the start line.
Can't say it anywhere else. It was a beautiful day. There wasn't a lot of wind, but that made it highly tactical that day.
Okay, so ready to ease out and halyards? Take it on the lazy sheet.
Our 11 teams will leave Portsmouth today, and they won't see the Spinnaker Tower again for nearly a year. Between now and then, the 11 amateur crews will cross 40,000 miles of ocean, touch 6 continents, and visit 13 cities. The lap of the planet is made up of 13 races, and the winner is the team who accumulates the most points from these 13 races.
Hang on. Slow and safe, people, slow and safe, come on.
The experience level of the cruise ranges from people who might already be sailors with a dream to sail around the world, through to people with zero sailing experience before deciding to do the Clipper race. Each team has a core group of crew who will be doing the entire circumnavigation, whilst the balance of the team will be made up of people who are doing either just one leg through to multiple legs of the race. To take part, every single crew member has undergone 4 weeks of rigorous training where they will have been taught how to sail, how to look after themselves, and how to handle almost any situation that will come their way over the next 11 months. Each team is skippered by a professional sailor, usually with experience in previous races, and they are supported by a second professional crew member, a first mate, so to speak, called an AQP, which stands for Additionally Qualified Person.
Vincent, you're ready to hoist? Okay. I want everybody prepped. Don't want it hoisted yet. I want everyone prepped.
The start is going to be very challenging. With the light breeze, it's hard to make speed with these huge 70-foot behemoths, which means not much water over the rudder, making it hard to control where you want to go.
Start day was spring tide, which means that the tides are the heaviest of the cycle of the month. And we were there exactly at the highest flow going one way or the other.
As much as today is the start of the overall race around the world, it is also the start of Race 1, one of the shortest races in the circumnavigation.
Race 1 is 1,500 miles from Portsmouth down to Porto Cadiz in Spain.
That's your race start and the line is clear. All clear. Good luck everybody. The 2023-24 Clipper Around the World race is underway.
We're racing. We're actually racing. Finally, we're going. Yeah!
Very happy. That's great. 3rd place, hunting, but in the front of the pack. Boats over back here are really struggling because they're going to get into a bit of a tangle with this tanker here. So good.
We ended up having a pretty good start. I think we went across the line as 2nd or 3rd. Got to the first mark, and Solent is quite well known for having high tidal currents through it. So the mark was in a position where we were basically being dragged onto it, and the wind was so light it couldn't quite compensate for that drag sideways.
Just checking the transit. We have the buoy, tide and wind. We are good, Lini, we are good.
We had somebody, one of the crew members on board, who spotted that really early, sitting on the low side of the boat and kept spotting the angle and kept spotting our drift and make sure that I kept steering against it. So we were kind of oversteering the mark by quite a bit. And in the end, it just gave us just enough to get around when others couldn't.
Managed to get around the mark with the last puff of the wind, and now the wind dropped a few miles and tide taking all of them, all the other boats down the track, and they're really struggling at the moment to get around the mark.
We had a fairly, it wasn't the greatest of starts, but we managed to make up for it over the first couple of miles, sailing around the Solent and managed to make some good way downwind in that first little leg.
We've been sailing for about an hour and a half. The crew's been doing fantastic, a lot of sail changes, a lot of highs and lows. We've had some really tricky light wind conditions, but we're looking good. We've made up some places from a bit of a rocky start, and we think we're sitting in about 2nd or 3rd, so really happy with the crew so far. We're in a good place. Now just need to continue it into the night, and yeah, we'll see you in Cadiz.
The start was great. I think we went across the line in 2nd. Then we're 3rd for a little while, and then had a brilliant rounding of Mark II and are in 1st position at the moment, fighting to keep the others off with very light winds.
So found ourselves in 1st position just about 20 minutes into the race. The whole day was just amazing, and then we just left the Solent just as the sun was setting, and us and Punta del Este just sailed out of the Solent pretty much at the same time, and we remember looking at each other going like, that's it, we're leaving the Solent, this is it, we're going around the world now. That was amazing.
And as we go past Ben Bridge, this is really our exit out into the wide world and the beginning of the real race.
See you later. 6 hours off. Bye bye.
My guess is that Punta is the only one ahead of us.
So as we left the Solent, the wind picked up and it was actually a beautiful kite run out of the channel west. But the big tactical decision there is you would go all the way south to the French coast where you would have a lot of tide with you, or do you go north, avoiding that tide? And that paid off because Yacht Club Punta del Este and us arrived at that mark way before anybody else did. It took us a while to figure out that that was the case because you only get position reports every 6 hours. And so when you you get the position report and you see it pays off, that's quite nice.
Looking good, we're in first.
Number one.
Yeah.
Oh, number one!
Yeah. I think we have a decent lead of 15, 20 miles over the next one up, so it's not bad after 2 days sailing.
This seems to be a lot more accurate. We're getting much more consistent. We've actually got indicator.
We lost out a little bit to some of the boats ahead of us. So they made some better way further north, which we weren't expecting. The tides were a little bit better than was predicted. We then came out of the north coast of France, around Brittany, and then into what was the Bay of Biscay. And the Bay of Biscay threw a lot of different challenges at us.
Really depressing. Today's prediction shows at least some wind all the way through, but from all sorts of directions. So it's going to be a night of hard work. Constant wind changes, dropping sails, hoisting sails just to get through it. And by morning, we will probably be through it and beating upwind, potentially into more than 25 knots of wind. So it's going to be a very different lunch meeting tomorrow, I think.
The weather developed quite heavily towards the end of the Bay of Biscay, and by the time we were coming out by Cape Finisterre, we were looking at 30 to 40 knots on the nose, trying to make way upwind. So sailing upwind at 45 degrees is incredibly tough, especially for crew members who haven't experienced that before. Trying to do everything and everything moves as you do it, so you put down a coffee cup and it's gone.
Once we started heading south across the Bay of Biscay, the beginning was still okay, and then the weather started changing. We started beating upwind with quite a lot of wind. People weren't quite used to their sea legs yet, with quite a bit of seasickness on board. So it took a lot from people to kind of get past that moment and just dig deep and go on.
My name's Amanda Yap. I'm originally from Malaysia, but I live in the US now. Yeah, in my normal life, I'm a doctor.
You know, I was really seasick. So I would say it's a tough feeling. I don't want to have it.
People deal with seasickness very differently. For some people, it's like, just get me to my job and let me get on with it so I can focus on something else, get my head on something else, and that helps them get through. Others suffer maybe a lot heavier from it and really are not really in a good state to do lots of things. Yeah, morally support them and say, this will pass. That's the thing with seasickness, it generally will pass, but it's not fun.
I didn't know if I could complete the race, let alone race one. Like I saw it so clearly and I thought that would happen. I really thought I wouldn't carry on. I don't know how to live on the boat. That's why I think I'm struggling. On the foot? Yeah. Giving myself 2 weeks. Because I think it takes about 2 weeks to get over the worst.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of comes with the territory. You're sailing, you are going to have some people that are sick, but a lot of the time people get over it in the first couple of days, so it's not too bad. It's just horrible for the first few days.
They can't be efficient sort of on board, on deck. They can't participate fully in yacht activities. They also can't do their downstairs duties. They can't cook, clean, or anything like that. So looking after them is super important for us because we're looking at them. We want them to be an efficient member of the team long term.
And that's the time where the people that can do a little bit extra for the people that can't. And we get through it together, and we did. And once we were through that first storm, you know you can handle more of them.
We're just off Portugal. Portugal's 100 miles to the east of us. Everyone's soaking wet. You can see our hands are kind of sodden through. I think the whole team's relieved that we're through that and we've completed that challenge. But it's quite a lot of fun.
We came out mid-fleet, fighting to keep third and fourth, to try and take third place, but to maintain fourth place and not slip into fifth.
Yeah, so we're happy days. The boat's flattened out. Sun is occasionally shining. The weather's turned a little bit warmer. Zero complaints on board.
The wind's finally eased off a bit, so it's slightly flatter. Hopefully everybody feels a bit better. We had a rough night. A couple of setbacks, cost us a couple of miles, but we're still in first. We actually started expanding our lead quite a bit, and I think we were up to 40 miles or something ahead of the fleet, which was a bit unexpected for us, but it was the type of race where if you were ahead, you kept getting the more favorable winds, and so we ended up getting south a lot quicker than everybody else did.
The best part so far is knowing that all the hard work we've been doing in some of the pretty rough conditions is that we're still first.
I've got some really bad news.
It's been a bit of a squall and we snapped our top two battens, and the problem with that is it means that the sail is somewhat weaker and partial to snapping, which would be a huge problem.
So we're going to drop the sail, then we're going to lower the boom onto the deck, and then we're going to get Joss forward in a harness just a little bit up the mast so he can reach the battens and replace them, while we do a little bit of touch-ups on the batten pockets here in the back. How long can it take?
Big wave, hold on. Thank you.
How's that one doing? Have you guys got the bottom one? Oh, bravo team.
We just did a big job. We dropped the main to replace two battens. Took us about an hour to do so. Obviously, it's going to cost us some miles. It needed to be done to protect the sails for another 40,000 miles, but also to sail a little bit better from now on. As we went south, we started running out of wind. And then it becomes a bit of a logistical problem. We have a race around the world that fits quite a tight schedule. And so we have arrival windows that the race office expects us to arrive at. And if it looks like we're not able to arrive in the arrival window and it will actually be quicker, they can call the race early.
We had an update come through about 3 hours ago that the race is finishing in 5 hours. So we've got 5 hours to sprint as far south as possible to get as close to the next virtual mark, and whoever's closest gets the points. Fair and simple. We think we're in about 4th or 5th at the moment, considering where the other boats are on the latest position reports.
So we have another 5 hours to go until the finish. The latest sketch just came in. We now have a 50-mile lead over the next boat. This should be doable for us, so 5 more hours of this and we would have won.
Yeah, the crew members were good. They were excited to try and push hard to make sure that we maintain that 4th position. They were really working hard. We did a number of sail changes in that last night to make sure that it was a 4th place for us.
My phone and Garmin say it's noon. I'm pretty sure that it's over.
To win the first race was, I didn't see it coming. It was amazing, and I'm super proud. The team worked really hard. They got together really well. It was a really cohesive, fun team, and we had a great time doing it.
I thought on race 1, if I don't figure it out, I have to get off the boat. And I did it because Inika recognized it. I did this to challenge myself and develop myself. My goal is to do this from start to finish, whether I like it or not. And I think, that kind of highlights how much we have to push ourselves and how much we just don't give ourselves credit.
So my name is Laura. I'm from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And I'm a lawyer. Well, I actually dropped out of law and became a tattoo artist. You know, to achieve something remarkable, crossing an ocean is remarkable enough, but I don't know, I'm a kind of person that goes all the way into, you know, so if I would do this, then why not do the whole thing, you know? I really think crossing all the oceans, you know, is gonna be remarkable, and I'm super excited. I don't know.
Pineapples.
Every pineapple counts, that's what it is. Every pineapple counts. Because Bill's water got
No, I just don't want to steal your apple.
Oh, we are very, very proud of you guys. Not only because all the jobs being done, because you've been helping together, you've been taking care of each other. Very, very happy really to see you every day with something that made me more and more proud. So thank you. We applause to you guys. Come on.
¡Vamos, Punta!
I'm Fernando Antía Bernardes. Everybody calls me Nano. I'm from Punta del Este, Uruguay. I'm the Yacht Club Punta del Este team skipper, my own hometown. Very proud to be here, super proud, and it's like a dream come true.
We are about to sail from Puerto Sherry, Spain, to Punta del Este, Uruguay, on board Yacht Club Punta del Este team. So super special to be representing Yacht Club Punta del Este in this race with a branded boat of my own hometown, and sailing there knowing that my family are gonna be all there.
Nano, our skipper, is from Punta del Este. He's a super cool guy. He's super experienced, but he's at the same time super humble, you know, about all of his experience. Understanding, and a good teacher, very good teacher. And him and Angus, our AQP, they form such a fun pair, you know, they are all about the fun.
Angus Whitehead.
The crew allocation day, when they were introduced to the stage, they did a little chest bump, you know, just to set the rhythm of how fun they're gonna be as a duo, as a pair.
At this moment, this is where race 2 begins. Now, when you go to bed tonight, guys, I want you to sit there. As you close your eyes, you're going to sit there and you're going to imagine that number 2 pennant, number 1. We're going to be on that stage. Number one is going to be hoisted.
Visualize.
Hoisted. All of our winning flags.
My first mate Angus, he got my back, really. We are starting to become brothers. To know that he's there, and it's a huge thing for me, and I'm so proud of him. He's so young and at the same time getting so much responsibility. 20-year-old, you know, and he's in charge of a 70-foot boat going around the world.
I'm Angus Whitehead. I'm from Monmouthshire, South Wales, United Kingdom, and I'm the AQP on Yacht Club Punta del Este. An AQP is an additional qualified person. They're on board to ensure safety and essentially help the skipper in all necessary needs. So we're sitting here in Porto Sherry, just before race 2. Currently we're at the top of the leaderboard. We came second in racing into here from Portsmouth, and yeah, but we managed to sneak in 3 points from the scoring gate. and yeah, we're very, very happy. So now we managed to get on top. There's an amount of pressure on Nano and then myself with sailing into his home port to be top of the leaderboard starting now, and hopefully carrying this on into Punta del Este. It's yeah, definitely feel the pressure.
Let's race hard, let's race well. Vamos Punta.
So super excited to sail home, and the team is fired up.
Oh my God, we're about to start the second race. Yay, to Punta! Vamos Punta! Yay!
Can you believe it? I'm so excited. We're going back, we're going home.
Vamos Punta, next stop, South America. Yeah.
In life, you have some opportunities to really try and do something remarkable and amazing, and so sailing into Punta is one of these moments. So I think we've just got to enjoy the ride.
It's been a long time since I dreamed about this moment, and it feels amazing. It feels real.
Okay, we started, guys! Coming up!
Seeing 10 boats aligned behind us, you know, it was so incredible, incredible.
Overlapping!
Room to the mark!
Room to the mark!
I know that in an ocean race, 6,000 nautical miles, the start is not very important. But to kick start well, it's a mind game. So I always try to push on the starts. It was a beautiful start, and we went straight west. I knew that the good winds were west, and I knew we needed to put some west. This is going to position ourselves in a good spot. From there, we started leading the race.
I hate the camera on me. I am going home sailing with 24 people on a boat that is got the 100 years of the Yacht Club Punta del Este. I mean, it's got the name of my town where I was born.
I want the wind to carry me far away from here.
Lots of things changed in my life a couple of years ago. So I found out that I really wanted to do the things that I wanted to do, and be true to myself and to what I wanted. Doing things that really that move me, that make me feel sort of something inside.
I want the sea to rescue me.
I'm Fernanda Núñez. I'm from Punta del Este, from Maldonado, and I'm a cabinet maker at the moment. I was very conscious about the fact that it was my boat, our boat, but my town there, our Uruguayan skipper, and I was super proud of that. I am super proud of that.
Sailing past the coast of Africa. It's day 3. We are quite all right at the moment. It's almost champagne sailing.
So we managed to go through some light patches, and I decided to go in between the continent and the Canary Islands. We got some really good acceleration over there. By then we had 40 miles of leading on the fleet. I was like, wow, we are absolutely sending it.
And every time I said, no, we need to hoist this, we need to do this, not even a complaint. So very, very important that, and that shows the resilience of this team. Very, very hard to beat. If we have that attitude, we're gonna be fine all the way to Punta.
We were doing the plan and having fun. Everybody helped me and absolutely not killing ourselves. It was happening. And then we had some breakages.
Right, guys, I'm going to need some more hands in here. Forget the retrieval. Let it go, let it go. Oh, don't worry, just keep going for the red tape. Easing, don't be left.
Before hoisting, we do the safety checks, and suddenly one of my best crew members, he came and said, oh, there is something loose in the bow, there's something wrong. I was like, what? Like the tack line, the trip line? No, just under the bowsprit. He said, oh, what?
We discovered that our shackle on the bobstay under the bowsprit, the pin was completely missing. So we found one of the bobstay strap completely wrapped, broken. So no bowsprit. That meant we couldn't hoist in the morning, and we had to start making a plan.
It was like a moment in which I thought we could not even be able to hoist spinnakers for the rest of the leg. I was like, we're not gonna not only lose our lead, we could even be last.
All that we had worked so hard for, it could be gone in 1 second. So in those minutes I could feel the pressure.
Oh, she fits! Vamos, Punta!
And then we're gonna move all the sails back, everything, all the weight back, everybody on the crew to put the bow now nice and high.
Angus put a dry suit, an harness, helmet. We get all the tools, the shackle, everything with lines. So because if we had dropped that shackle, we were gone. So it's all the pressure you have there.
No, I'm scared, but this is so much fun.
Angus was knackered by then. It was such an effort, and sometimes he was getting all his head down in the water. It was insane, but it was safe because the bow was up and we had halyards and we were coordinating. We did it properly, good.
Is it working? Yeah, we fixed it. Yeah, so big. Took us a long time, but we fixed it. The bowsprit is now absolutely flying. The guys are sending it up there. We are doing 14 knots on the surf, and we are back.
Keeping that spinnaker full, trimming it well. Awesome helmet going on. So let's make back anything we've lost on that.
They're gonna have to sweat blood to beat us. Vamos, Punta!
Vamos, Punta!
So we are now getting into the scoring gate. So it's a little gate in the middle of the ocean. It's a virtual mark, and we are all now converging to that gate with Perseverance that came from nowhere, from the west.
Scoring gate is a virtual gate on the chart that is set beforehand, and it tends to be slightly off the run line. So you need to make a conscious decision if you're going to go for it and get some extra miles to get extra points. The first 3 boats that cross the scoring gate get extra points. 3 points, 2 points, 1 point.
Suddenly Perseverance coming down with the advantage of the wind, and we knew they could have a lot of chances, and suddenly we all converge all together. Perseverance 5.5 miles in front of us, 6 I think, and PSP right there.
And then as we get 5 miles from the scoring gate, we see Yacht Punta del Este, and we see them behind us.
The whole time we thought Inika on Perseverance was going to the Caribbean, and then out of nowhere she just drops straight south and she just walks across the scoring gate. Hey, excuse me, I'll take my 3 points.
It was hard work, but we managed to just squeeze in front of Yacht Club Punta del Este and PSP, who by that point were right next to each other.
We are 1.5 nautical mile from the gate, side by side, 300 meters. They seem to be a little bit in front of us.
Yeah, we couldn't do the 3 points or the 2, but great racing.
That derby was amazing. Everybody enjoyed it so much, and it felt a little bit, you know, kind of weird to lose.
It's amazing. How everything, it was 100 meters, 200 meters, it's insane how after, I don't know,
1,200 miles.
1,500 miles we did, more maybe. Yeah. We end up in meters. Oh, I'm exhausted.
Well done.
Now we're gonna have to see the Cape Verde Islands, and Perseverance is in front. We're gonna go and hunt!
Yes! Vamos Punta!
Vamos Punta! We crossed the scoring gate in 3rd place, 9 seconds after PSP in a great battle. We started going deeper than the fleet to gain some west, and yesterday, analyzing the weather, we decided to go inside the Cape Verde Islands. Tomorrow, 24 hours later, we'll be in the lead. This took a lot of brain, and I'm sure it's gonna work very well. It's getting really hot here, the chocolate's melting, the crew is sweaty. I'm not.
And then we went through the doldrums, a lot of squalls, rain. We absolutely nailed it, the engine, calculated exactly when we needed to put our engine, right when we were going to lose the wind.
We started our engine, now we're gonna use our engine for 60 hours. And this is a rule Clipper Race has, and it's very, very tricky because you really need to know and declare before you put the engine on when you wanna use it. So it's a tactical decision as well. I hope our tactical decision went well.
We've entered the doldrums corridor. It's put in place to help us get through the doldrums where there is often no wind, and it's important to help the race stay on schedule.
Say hello to our new mascot.
Here we are already finishing our motoring session. We've been motoring for 2 days and a half, 360 nautical miles. Now we chose very carefully where to leave the corridor. As you can see, I think we chose well because there is pretty good wind here.
I started the engine. We're on our way out of the doldrums is what we're doing. Getting out of this joint.
We've just crossed into the southern hemisphere, across the equator.
It feels like all the blood's going to my head. It feels like I'm upside down.
I'm just helping out King Neptune. He needed something disgusting.
Polywags! Get ready to become shellbacks. You innocent polywags. So just for you guys to know, we are still sailing, we are still gonna be fast, and we think we are still in the lead.
Vamos Punta!
And this morning we woke up and we saw just Perseverance next to us. Time to show our skills.
We were in the lead, but we had Perseverance eating our distance every day. And for 4.5 days, every day, they were just faster than us, and faster than us, and faster than us. And it was desperate.
We're just off the coast of Brazil, and they're about 1.6 miles ahead at the moment.
And they were going about a knot faster than us average. They took out, I think it was like 20 miles in 2 days on us.
We worked so hard. We see Yacht Club Punta del Este and we see them behind us. So we're like, okay, if we don't mess up now, we actually got this. For me personally, I made a different call than all the other skippers. I went west when nobody else did. It's a huge relief and a little bit of pride that what I set out to do panned out exactly the way I intended it to.
We've had a lead for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And our lead has been taken away from us. And it hurts, it stings. Okay? But I can see in every single one of your faces how much you really want to get this.
I thought that I would be like, oh no, yeah, it's okay if we win or if not, whatever. In the boat, you're like, oh no, no way. We're gonna win this. We're on the front, we're gonna keep our lead, we wanna win this.
Let's keep on top of it. Let's keep working. This is our boat, it's our race, guys. This is our leg. It's our leg. So let's take it home.
I let the want and the need to win start to, the cracks were starting to show.
Guys, it was boat 2.
So everything ready, I set all the teams, everybody on the roles, but the peeling went perfect. When I look at the bow, it was hull 3. Why? You just don't look at the number of the sail, you know? It's such a rookie mistake.
We cannot check a number on a sail, we cannot continue feeding.
I made my point with the crew, but without overreacting. Immediately came down here, kind of to figure it out.
I'm gonna think about it, but it's 2 knots slower. We need to be on top of details. We cannot just like grab any sail and like up. This can cost us huge time. It's a very slow spinnaker.
We were distracted, and in that moment we got a little distracted, and we had a successful peel, but with accidentally the wrong sail, tiny little snafu, but we're gonna fix it, so no worries.
This feeling of like they are catching up and we cannot do anything about it was horrible, so I had to do something about it.
There's a lot of weather coming, so strong winds, deep downwind. That's one of our top points of sail for this team. So I'm very confident that as soon as the big weather comes, we're gonna start showing our skills and start showing the power we have.
Great work, guys. We've really been pushing it. As Nano said, we all get tired, we all get a little bit grouchy, especially myself, very susceptible to it. But we've all responded really well to how the ocean's pushed us. So vamos Punta, let's keep pushing it and let's win this bloody thing. Woo! Vamos Punta!
Vamos Punta!
It kind of went all right at the end. The guys are smashing it on the helm. And the barometer is still dropping, so that means that it's not going to be any wind hull. It's going to come the Pampero straight forward. The Pampero is a very traditional phenomenon here of the South Atlantic. Super, super strong winds, and every time before very, very strong winds you have a calm. So I knew that that was the calm before the storm.
There is so much phosphorescence around us. There is no moon, that's why we can see all the phosphorescence around. Look at this. This is just a beauty. A gift from the nature, a gift from the Uruguayan seas to my crew. We just on our last night, on day 27, tomorrow we'll be arriving to my hometown.
I decided to drop the spinnaker, and we stopped doing 9 knots and we started doing 6 and 5 and 4. And everybody was like, "Nano, you lost your mind, you're crazy, we need to put more sail." Perseverance was still doing 12, 13. I just felt that we needed to wait with a respectful, sail plan to the Pampero. And when the Pampero hit, We were absolutely ready.
Not easy.
So the last 24 to 30 hours of the race was really, really cold, really strong winds.
And the Pampero was so terrible. Down below you couldn't walk, you couldn't eat, you couldn't go to heads. It was miserable. I was completely knackered because I stayed like 36 hours awake to all of this transition.
No. Can I get a race update? How are you doing?
Really, I'm knackered, bro.
Yeah? You don't have to.
I don't know what to say. It's nothing really. Give me a nap. I haven't slept at all.
And I said to my guys, like, wake me up with good news.
Charlie Victor 23, this is 26. Go ahead, over.
Channel 72. The skipper of Punta del Este, Nano, and I have been friends for 7 years. We've both done the 17-18 race as crew members around the world, so we've known each other for a long time. There's a rivalry, but it's a friendly rivalry. I think our teams get along pretty well. So I think this is, if this is going to happen again as we go around the world, we'll enjoy it.
We are fully aware that you are about to overtake us and are trying to stay as deep as we can. We're averaging 290 overground and probably cannot go much deeper than that. Over.
Yeah, no worries. I know we are 300 meters close, but I'm not veering away. At least until daytime, it's safer.
And on the position report, I saw that Perseverance and PSP, they were behind us. And I said to myself, I'm not gonna make any mistake now.
They are 9.9 miles behind. Because we're gonna win this race, guys. Okay?
Let's do it. It's the final countdown.
It's the last one, I'm telling you. Tomorrow night we have a beer in our hands.
The sun is gonna set on us again, and we're not gonna be in.
We're gonna be in first place though.
We have 3 nautical miles to the finish line. 1, 2, 3, and we are doing 6 knots, 6.5. So in 25 minutes, we're gonna be there even earlier.
It's the finish line into Punta del Este. We've done one jibe. We're now going for our second jibe up to the finish line in about 2 miles now.
It was very, I got quite emotional because, yeah, I mean, you've been sailing for days and days across the ocean and all of a sudden you see home. Then Nano told me, fortitude, you get the helm, you're gonna cross the line into our town. And so that was spectacular, imagine.
¡Vamos, Punta!
It was amazing. The feeling on board. The crew were beyond happy to see that everything that we pushed them through. It was all worth it.
And the team, very proud of you guys. Well done.
Mark, thank you so much. It means the world to me to make you guys proud. So super happy.
Oh, it was so cool. It was an amazing moment. It was memories for life, for sure. Memories for life.
I don't know, I have no words for this. I can't believe the fact that I'm right here when 6 months ago I was thinking, should I do it, should I not? You know, I was imagining something that I had no idea what it was going to be like. All in all, it was just an incredible experience. You know, it was like a perfect fairy tale story.
Really, really overjoyed. You can see he's done something special for Punta del Este, and to see how much it meant for everyone else here, really shows why we did it.
Muchas gracias, amigos! I dream big, but not enormous like this, so...
I am aware that I made a dream come true, but I always live in the present, you know. So that dream was my dream. Now I have another one.
Oh, this you mean? Yeah, Laura is a tattoo artist. I said I don't have any tattoos, but if I was going to have a tattoo, I mean, this would be the perfect time to have one.
So what are you waiting for?
The fact that another crew member would give me a tattoo.
Oh, what are you waiting for?
How could this be more perfect than that's it?
So what are you waiting for? Oh, what are you waiting for? So just tell me when, even if friends, I miss the beginning, 'cause it feels like the end. I know maybe this life just weren't meant for us. With that said,